Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 20. The Groupers offense will have the football first. Players, what traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? You've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It's special players, and they all have to play well together.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Give to the running back. He'll push his way out to the 38, pickup of 3.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on 3rd down. Now on the option. He'll toss it. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here, trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Groupers will try to pin them back with the punt. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. So the Georgia Bulldogs offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. When you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority in the pecking order for the guy throwing the football. So it's not going to surprise me early here if the quarterback looks his way, regardless of what the coverage is, based on what he showed last time out.
He's loose. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. They are in attack mode already in the red zone. It's 1st and 10 from the 20. Here's the handoff. Breaks into the open. He's there to make the stop. this offense first and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Looking to throw at Stockton. Right out trying to get it in. Touchdown, Dogs! The offense cashing it in on that drive. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Now on the counter. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, the offense is trying to go counter, but the defense blows it up. And they do it by getting penetration up the middle, setting up the tackle for loss.
He'll do it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. They booted away on 4th down. Makes a move. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to... Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
So guys, we'll see this offense again. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Here comes the option. He'll keep it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He tried to make something out of nothing, but there was really nothing he could do on that play.
And I hope offensively that's not going to make them quit on this option play. That's a scheme that really puts the defense in a bind. If I were them, I wouldn't let that play stop them from trying to run it later in this game.
The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The Groupers will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Can they catch him? Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. He put 2 touchdowns on the board and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia! Boy, did he just scorch that defense with that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Looking to throw on first down. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. And the groupers will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Return there, steps out of bounds, but man, did he put his team in great position. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They could not have drawn up a better start than this, already up 21-0. He's got the tight end. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. And the Bulldogs trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. They moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. Trying to punch it in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's third and goal from the 1. Tight end now in motion. Trying to power it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
How explosive is this offense, right? They rev it up so quickly. Speed, playmaking ability, versatility, running, throwing, NFL talent all over the place. And after that last touchdown, they've already blown this game wide open. And guys, we're not even through the first quarter yet.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right.
And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Finds his man. It's Sheffield. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Nice completion, nice short gain. Now it sets up third down. And wait a minute, third down now becomes, we're going to go for it on fourth down anyway, so it really doesn't matter that much. Great job getting a little chunk. Now we get to go have some fun.
He'll toss it. Turning it on. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So first down here as they go back to work. They'll send the back in motion. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line, because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you are.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
To the air on first down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want, because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
The groupers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Going to sling it on second down. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the second quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. This offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The give from the gun. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. And the Dogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Grab near the marker. It's Branch. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
And this is what's so great about play action. The run fake sucks those linebackers up, and it just creates so much more space for these receivers to operate. Beautiful execution by the offense.
Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. On the ground, it's Frazier. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Running back searching for a hole. Finds a crease at the 20. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Dogs!
I know it's early this year, but it's obvious this guy is a focal point in this offense. After having 2 touchdowns in his first game, he gets on the board here. Doesn't matter where he lines up, they find ways to get him the football, and defenses just have not been able to figure him out.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the offense onto the field again. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. 2 running backs alongside the quarterback. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Bring in the heat. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Trying play action. That's reeled in. It's Frazier. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The Dogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early and drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
To the air, it's Stockton. Got his man on the right. Running with pace, changing speed, showing the moves. He's down to the 30.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success, but on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He spins that thing down the middle. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
This guy just has a nose for the ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
How do you not respect the big fellas? This doesn't take you back in the time machine to the days when a fullback was on the field every single play. Then you're missing out, because fullbacks are awesome. They're just low maintenance. They're not divas like wide receivers. They just block most of the time, don't say much. And then you give them the football, and occasionally you get some big plays like this, and they hit somebody so hard they got snot bubbles coming out of their nose.
Trying to escape and get it himself. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
Timeout, Georgia.
And the groupers will have it 1st and 10. Now he's looking to throw it. Pressure coming. Unleashes one. A strike downfield. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Got his man all by himself. Touchdown, groupers. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going into the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Got room to work. He's on the loose. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And now this offense will take the field again. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Rides to back and leaves it. Collisions and power on display, and after all of that, just back to the line of scrimmage. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They boot it away. Hauls it in at the 40. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Punts it out of the air. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. Georgia going up tempo. looking to throw on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
From the 22 on 1st and 10. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to throw on first down. A shot toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. The give on the counter. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Athens. And the undisputed star of the half has been that lockdown corner. The coaches told us how good he was, but I almost think they undersold how impactful he would be. Ultra physical with zero hesitation. And with hands like that, I wonder if they don't think about using him in the passing game at some point. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas between the hedges in Sanford Stadium.
The Groupers will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Caught in the backfield. It's Bell. There he goes. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything...
Tons of room in the middle. The 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Georgia!
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience, and with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stuff.
Running backs on either side of the quarterback. Back to pass, it's Wicks. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Groupers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They got zero push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. And here comes the punt team. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Making side adjustments here. Off the play fake on first down. Caught close to the marker. It's dealt. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Looking for a gap. It's Frazier. Breaks into the open. And he'll finish the run at the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs!
After that amazing performance in Week 1, this offense wasn't content. They felt like they left some plays out on the field, even though they were able to get that win. I feel like they've taken another step. They've raised their intensity level. They've raised their execution. This team is going to be a contender this year. You can just feel it.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll go back to work on offense. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a 1st down. Let's see if they can put something together here. On the option. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it?
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football, you stick the quarterback, and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again, and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Backing up and backing up on the first 2 plays now to try to throw it in drive on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Wicks. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. The groupers send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Hauls it in, looking for space. There he goes. Open it up. Boy, did he show it all on that return. The speed, the explosiveness. It took a little momentum with him out of bounds. Now on 1st and goal, let's see what Georgia will do. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Quarterback making adjustments. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. USC put together a breathtaking performance inside the Coliseum. And how do you not liken it to the way Leinart and Bush and Lendale White and Dwayne Jarrett used to just annihilate teams? Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. On the option, it's Wicks. It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the 1st down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. The kick is on its way. He'll field the punt and take it back. He gets a block. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got a man. It's Young. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that will probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The give to the tailback. Hard running there. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake. Dances away to buy time. Makes the catch. It's Young. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Auger trying to make this red zone trip pay off. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Quickly complete. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Now on 3rd down, this offense has been rolling. Can the defense stand tall? Looking to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
On that 3rd down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on 4th.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Split backs here. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The give on the option. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Here's the pressure. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. And the groupers decide to punt it away.
Number 95 in punt formation to kick it away.
That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch. He'll take a shot. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun. Give on the inside. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Looking to throw, it's Wicks. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
He lobs one high down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The groupers line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Just needs a crack to get a return. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They get to him as he throws. Complete to the left. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On the run, it's Frazier. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. we've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. So the final period starts with a second down play. Wants to go up top. Slings it downfield. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia!
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long when he's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Goes to the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He'll ride his man on the option. Getting that push. A pickup of 4 out to the 26.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
And the groupers will bring the punt team onto the field. Secures it at the 30. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. The running back has it. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position.
Hits him inside the 20, still going. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
And they've been fun to watch today, man. Like, they're staying aggressive late in the game. They've built a cushion. They've built a lead. But you could just tell the confidence and the swagger they have. They've been able to do what they want today, take care of business. And this is an offense that I think is going to continue to...
Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs!
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Now this offense is back on the field. Power football with the run. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Gibson on the option. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. I think at this point you might as well try to throw the ball down the field because this dog defense is not giving an inch.
They don't give an inch. They hunt the whole entire game, and they're all highly recruited kids. They're all talented. They're all going to get drafted.
It's picked off, and another empty drive.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Back to throw, it's Stockton. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He caught it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Bulldogs!
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Gives it on the option. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Groupers will punt this one away. Books it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Quarterback empties his backfield. Wants to throw. It's Stockton. The short hands. It's Humphreys. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Bulldogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Might be changing the route. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Pulls it in inside the 10. So close to that end zone, he can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the 4th quarter with that,
he's got it in the end zone for another touchdown, and this is a full-fledged beatdown.
And with that score, you start to get excited because you can feel the momentum starting off 2-0. I mean, you got to finish this one off, but there's a great chance you're going to. But this season has started just like you wanted it to. Now just keep climbing. See how high we can get in these rankings.
And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. He'll pull it on the read. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the 4th quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
Got enough for the 1st. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Craig. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout called by the defense. It's their 1st of the half as they'll make some adjustments.
well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
Out of the gun to give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They they've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. They'll run the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Punt is on its way. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week. And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Looking to throw, it's Stockton. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Caught behind the line. It's Bell. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
Tackles made at the 42. Now, a 4th down.
Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Unloads it left. Can't hook up on the long throw, and 4th down goes by the boards for this offense. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long. Early or late, up front, moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give us up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
Had the pick in his hands and couldn't hang on, and you just won't see that from him very often. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. They'll run it from the gun. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. And the groupers will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
That's caught. It's Bell. And makes the tackle at the 23 after he got 10. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. That one comes out hot down the right side. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. They're just making things harder now. It's 1st and 20. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Showing the arm strength to the left. Pulls it in down the sideline. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
Thanks so much for spending some time